किसी इंश्योरेंस एजेंट से बात करें तो आदमी का जीने के बजाय मरने का दिल चाहने लगता है। क्या वाकई ये सब बेनिफिट मिलते हैं?
So one thing I'll do is इसके बाद come sit with me. I'll tell you what product to get for yourself and your wife.
So grateful.
Maybe we value the bike more than our own lives. That's what I can think of, right? You need to take time and understand of how to secure your own future. One of the key products that we launched was Sinpe Ahan, which was Pakistan's first ever product which focused on cancer protection for women. Less than 200 rupees a month. Lifetime annuity का मतलब आप 150 साल तक भी जिए, state life will continue paying to you. 330 billion rupees that we have in the stock market. Bike riders and Food Panda riders हैं. ते उनकी जो app है mobile phone पे, all he has to do is press one button and he will be covered with state life.
जी सलाम शिव साहब।
Start.
शिव साहब, सबसे पहले ये बताइएगा, किसी इंश्योरेंस एजेंट से बात करें या अगर कोई आपके पास पॉलिसी बेचने आता है तो वो आपको मरने के ऐसे फ़ायदे बताता है कि जैसे अगर आपका तबई मौत हुई तो इतने पैसे मिलेंगे, और अगर एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो फिर तो आपकी फैमिली को बहुत ज़्यादा मिलेंगे। तो आदमी का जीने के बजाय मरने का दिल चाहने लगता है। क्या वाकई ये सब बेनिफिट मिलते हैं?
You're right. It's a little morbid. Somebody joked the other day कि जिसमें मुझे क्या फ़ायदा है, तो सारी मेरी बीवी लेके चली जाएगी. That little joke. But jokes aside, देखिए, it's about protection. That's the key thing. It's not about investment. Savings is a strong element. I agree with it. But it's about, the way we see it, our duty is to stand by an individual or stand by the family when an unforeseen event occurs, and that we're there to support them. आपका सवाल जो सारे benefits मिलते हैं, yes, absolutely. As far as state life is concerned, the benefits that are laid down on the paper, on the policy, will be paid out or always paid out. No denying that. In fact, जो मैं अपनी bonuses की बात कर रहा हूँ, that is over and above the benefits जो हम policy holder profit की बात कर रहे हैं, ये that is over and above the benefits laid down on the policy.
हमारे यहाँ लोग, मैंने देखा है कि बाइक को इंश्योर कराते हैं, गाड़ी को इंश्योर कराते हैं, खुद इंश्योरेंस से कतराते हैं। कि कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर क्या वजूहात हैं यहाँ?
Maybe we value the bike more than our own lives. That's what I can think of, right? But एक तो education and awareness है. We should be in our schools. Importance of protection in financial planning, which is insurance, वो भी होनी चाहिए. And you're right, bike कर लेंगे, mobile phone कर लेंगे लोग. That's the most important commodity, but not their own lives. Maybe people don't like to think about eventuality of death. But they can, the key purpose of insurance is protection.
क्या आपने भी इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी खरीदी हुई है?
Yes. In fact, I've taken a state life policy. I think 2 साल पहले या 3 साल पहले we launched this new product called Golden Endowment. It is a product that, being an actuary myself, it is a product that I designed, understanding the need, and in order to gain the confidence of our field force, because it's a new product that was innovated after many years in state life, the first policy I bought myself.
शिव साहब, मैं और मेरी अहलिया दोनों प्राइवेट सेक्टर में काम करते हैं। हम लोग ये सोच रहे थे कि 60 साल बाद रिटायरमेंट हो जाएगी तो हमारे पास तो पेंशन भी नहीं होगी और मेडिकल भी नहीं होगा। कोई ऐसी प्रोडक्ट है जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर में जॉब करते हैं उनके लिए हो?
Our main health expenses come in 65, 70 years old. चाहे वो आप हो या आपकी स्पाउस हो, that's where the main expenses come in. And the second thing is कि देखिए, when you're 50, 55, 60, अगर आपको थोड़ी extra income चाहिए, you can just have the energy to go do something. At an older age, when you are dealing with health issues and stuff, and you don't have a regular income, then you cannot go and do something new. But I think it is a responsibility of every corporation, be it a small private mill, be it a large bank, be it a large insurance company, be it a government adara, whoever they are, कि they educate their workforce that, listen, you need to take time and understand of how to secure your own future. जैसे आप बात करें, से आपका अदारा है कि जी, if you have a state life health insurance plan for your employees, while they're working with you, be them 25 years old or 50 years old, by the time they retire, they can continue that plan on the same premium. So that is much more affordable for them. So burden company पे भी नहीं आ रहा, but it is a much more affordable product for the individual, and they and their spouse or their wife, they remain protected in their older age, and that is our purpose. Similarly, state life, We do have pension products, but similarly, State Life ne just earlier this year, we have a voluntary pension scheme license from the SECP, and inshallah ek आध महीने में we'll be launching it properly, which is voluntary pension scheme. कि आपकी जो salary है, उससे you can choose to contribute a small amount towards this fund. जब आप retire हो, then State Life will provide an annuity. और ये जो हमने fund launch कर रहे हैं BPS का, this is on both elements. On conventional जो होता है, but takafful, Sharia compliant as well. So one thing I'll do is इसके बाद come sit with me. I'll tell you what product to get for yourself and your wife.
Okay, so grateful. अच्छा, ये जो एन्युटी है ये रिटायरमेंट के कितने अरसे तक जारी रहेगी?
Lifetime annuity का मतलब आप 150 साल तक भी जिए, State Life will continue paying to you. ठीक है ना जी, हम अब आपकी जो पेमेंट है, we will not stop. If you live, inshallah, to the age of 110, 150, 50, State Life will continue paying your pension.
पूछ सकता हूँ कब तक लॉन्च होने
This year, latest by end October, if not earlier.
क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि हमारी टोटल पॉपुलेशन का कितने % या कितने लोगों के पास इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है, इंश्योरेंस कवर है?
That would be very low. The way we measure it, there's a measure, a mathematical measure called insurance penetration rate. Insurance penetration rate is premium over GDP, gross domestic product. Pakistan life insurance में this ratio is 0.6%. I think it was a बढ़ के 0.7, 0.8% पे आ गया, but still below 1%. If you look at the world average, it's about 3.5 to 4%. So India is about 4%. Malaysia, Indonesia, they're all about more than 3.5%. If you look at more developed countries, Western Europe, US, Korea, Japan, they'll be in double digits, 10 to 12%.
प्रोडक्ट की अफोर्डेबिलिटी के बारे में बताएं कि लोग थोड़ा कतराते भी हैं, ज़ाहिर बात है महंगाई इतनी है, लेकिन हमारे पास इन्वेस्टमेंट तो दूर के बाद सेविंग पहले होगी, उसके बाद इन्वेस्टमेंट होगी, चाहे वो फ्यूचर हो, चाहे वो आगे कोई भी स्टॉक मार्केट हो या इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी हो, तो कुछ अफोर्डेबिलिटी बताइएगा प्रोडक्ट्स की कैसी है आपके पास?
देखिए, our focus when we talk about protection, carrying on from where we left, has always been to ensure affordability. ताकि the masses can actually something viable for them. हमारा जो सेविंग्स प्रोडक्ट आप ले लें, उसकी मिनिमम आपकी जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है ओनली 9,000 रुपीज़ पर ईयर, यानी कि साल के महीने के तकरीबन 700-800 रुपये. So you're looking at about 20 to 30 rupees per day. अगर आप करें, you can have an endowment savings product जिसमें State Life will share its profits with you. So दिन के 30 रुपये. It's not so you invest that much. जिस साल दिन के आप 30 से 50 रुपये साइड में कर दें, you can then participate effectively not only in protecting your family but also earning from share of State Life's profits, which we will allocate to you every year. जैसे मैंने अभी 150 अरब की बात की, तो that's from the savings element. अगर हम protection की बात कर रहे हैं, देखिए again अगर मैं आपको एक example दूँ, one of the key products that we launched was Sinpe Ahan, which was Pakistan's first ever product which focused on cancer protection for women. And there's a reason we did that. The reason is, unfortunately, cancer rates in women in Pakistan are the worst in Asia. And uski jo mortality death rates, and they're also the worst in Asia. And that is a very saddening thing when you understand we all have mothers, we all have sisters and daughters and all that, and it becomes very concerning. So it was a personal thing which led me to it, and we developed this product, Sinpe Ahan. अब इसकी आप affordability की बात करें, I think the cheapest product that we have on the Sinpe Ahan range, which will provide protection against all types of cancer that can unfortunately hit a women, it's about 2,000 rupees a year, which means less than 200 rupees a month. And similarly, even individual health programs, we have individual health program for women and men. So women with maternity cover, it's about maybe 30 to 50 rupees a day, and you can cover yourself on that. And of course, then the benefits can increase and the level of coverage can increase. Similarly, we have a Sehat Sahara program which provides protection for the entire family. So we have all those programs other than corporate health programs, and we have made sure our main purpose is to make them exceptionally affordable, so that it's not a burden on any family.
अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आ रही है तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें।
2021 में आपने इसको ज्वाइन किया, इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को एज ए CEO। क्या चैलेंजेस देखे आपने?
2021 में we had COVID. COVID के बाद we all know high inflation rates, economic volatility. So meeting those challenges while still delivering strong growth was certainly something that we took on. And then, of course, motivating the team that existed. It is the same team that has been in State Life, जिसने ये पूरी performance और growth हमें deliver करके दी है. 2021 versus 2024, our shareholder profit has grown by more than 300%. Our policyholder profit जो आपने बात की, State Life is unique in the concept that it allocates 97.5% of its profit to its policyholders, and only 2.5% goes to its shareholder, which is the federal government. The reason for that is कि State Life की बुनियाद का concept ही है social welfare for the people of Pakistan.
बताइएगा कि इतनी बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस अगर रही तो स्टेट लाइफ का मार्केट शेयर है वो कैसा रहा?
Mashallah, market share bhi bada hai. We've gone from about 50% to 65% in the past 4 years. And this is a great achievement for us because आप लोग सबको मालूम है State Life is the largest life and health insurer in Pakistan. Market share आपने पूछा is based on premiums. So I believe around हमारे जो premiums थे back in 2020 would have been about 125 billion. Today they stand at about more than 300 billion.
पॉलिसी होल्डर्स के हवाले से बताइएगा मुझे कि कितने दिनों में क्लेम सेटलमेंट हो जाता है और आपके यहाँ का क्लेम सेटलमेंट रेशो है क्या?
Claims is not an expense for an insurance company. Claims is the real business of insurance. So the amount of claim that we paid in 2024 was 99.91% of all claims were paid. On the timelines, देखें जो लोन्स हैं, सरेंडर्स होते हैं, मेच्योरिटी क्लेम्स पे होते हैं, वो तो रेगुलेटरी टाइमलाइन के 7 दिन के अंदर पे करना है, एंड वी फोकस ऑन पेइंग दैट. अर्ली डेथ क्लेम्स क्योंकि इसमें फिर पेपर वर्क थोड़ा ज़्यादा होता है, तो उसका टाइमलाइन है अबाउट 90 days, एंड वी ट्राई एंड फोकस ऑन दैट. हमारी डिजिटल जर्नी है जो हमने 2-3 साल पहले शुरू की थी, उसका नेक्स्ट स्टेप है कि हम अपने क्लेम प्रोसेस भी डिजिटलाइज करें. सो दिस टाइम पीरियड इज मिनिमाइज्ड as much as we can, and also the process is much easier for the policy holder.
स्टेट लाइफ इन्वेस्टमेंट भी करती है. कुछ एक्सपोजर बताएंगे स्टेट लाइफ का इस वक्त स्टॉक मार्केट में कितना है, कितना आपका एक्सपोजर गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज़ में है?
Our total assets about 2.5 trillion. जो लाइफ फंड के assets हैं about 2 trillion. इसमें तकरीबन 16% currently, 15 to 16% is in the stock market. So that is about 330 billion rupees that we have in the stock market. Our majority is obviously government bonds, and that would come about 70% of our total book. So we're looking at about 1.4, 1.5 trillion rupees, जो हमने government को issue किए हुए हैं, and the rest is in cash and some other smaller investments, savings, mutual funds, etc. So when we look at our investment policy, इसमें 2 key elements हम देखते हैं. One is to enhance the return for our policyholders and of course our shareholder. Second is to have sufficient liquidity कि जी जैसे ही policy claim आता है we can pay it then and then. देखिए ना state insurance की industry में the policy claims can come at any point. It's not कि जी हम 20 साल बाद देंगे. So we have to be sure कि we have sufficient liquidity कि as and when a claim comes through we pay it. As the markets have done well, State Life has played its role in participating in the capital markets. We participated very strongly with the motive of benefiting our policyholders, and of course, by playing that role positively, we have ensured the highest returns for our policyholders as well.
इन्वेस्टमेंट में अगर एक सवाल आता है अकाउंटेबिलिटी का और ट्रांसपेरेंसी का, क्योंकि एक बहुत बड़ा अमाउंट है जो आप इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, तो उसमें कौन से ऐसे आपने क्राइटेरिया रखे हैं कि ये इन्वेस्टमेंट सेफ एंड सिक्योर रहे?
We are fully regulated by the SSCP. We are insured. In fact, we're very proud to say that very recently PICG, the Pakistan Institute of Corporate Governance, recognized State Life's adoption of the top corporate governance rules, SOE Act जो आई है, and having the right layers and the right functions to ensure checks and balances at each level. So we take that very seriously, and not only is that our regulatory body and our corporate governance is lined up, we have our board committees, we have our management committees. It's not one individual that takes that decision. Every decision is vetted to the proper channel. But of course, we also have internal audit and external audit. And over and above that, we've got government audit. And we see them all as value adding.
काश्तकारों के लिए कोई इंश्योरेंस कवर है स्टेट लाइफ के पास?
लेकिन there is. We have, हमने एक farmer protection किसान हारी plan भी launch किया था about a year, 2 years ago, which is specifically attributed towards farmer protection. कि आप जो बात कर रहे थे कोई accident अगर हो जाता है तो we pay in multiples. So especially अगर कोई farming accident होता है, so we pay in multiples for that. इसमें income continuation भी है. If somebody has some disability, temporary disability, so a certain amount of money keeps coming in. ताकि आपको जैसे मालूम है farmers are dependent on the crop yield, and अगर they can't work on their farm, उनकी income full गिर जाती है. So if any such hardship falls, this program also provides income protection for them. So एक तो हमने वो किया हुआ है. दूसरा, we mashallah with Fauji Fertilizers, we partnered last year in Pakistan's first ever such product, very innovative product, कि जो Fauji Fertilizer का fertilizer bag है. Any farmer that is registered with Fauji Fertilizers, उनके जो Sony centers हैं, and buys directly from them, included in that product, in that fertilizer bag price, is protection insurance.
वो ऑटोमेटिकली इंश्योर्ड हो जाएगा?
Automatically insured है. उनकी insurance policy is the receipt of that bag and that's it. और कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And the number of bags they buy, उसके मुताबिक the insurance cover increases. और अगर खुदा ना खास्ता कोई claim आ जाए, all they have to do is go to that Sony center, Fauji Fertilizers का जो है, and present those receipts and the claim will be paid.
वो अमाउंट कितना होगा उसका?
Amount is about 10 lakhs, the maximum that is covered for one farmer in 1 year. अगले साल 10 lakh और. So there's no additional cost to him. It is covered within the cost of the fertilizer bag, and there's no hassle कि जी आपको पॉलिसी फॉर्म्स भरने हैं, किसी से बात करनी है. It is an added benefit. आपने फार्मर्स की बात की. We've done this for riders. आपको नजर आते हैं बाइक राइडर्स हैं, फूड पैंडा राइडर्स हैं. तो स्टेट लाइफ लॉन्च 3 साल 4 साल पहले पाकिस्तान फर्स्ट एवर ग्रुप डिजिटल प्रोग्राम. तो जो आपका राइडर होता है, आपको मालूम है जो गिग राइडर है, he can choose to work one day and not the other day. So every day उनकी जो ऐप है मोबाइल फोन पे, all he has to do is press one button, and he will be covered with state life, accidental cover, and during the duration of that day or during the duration of that 20-minute ride. And similarly, जो passengers होते हैं, they can opt to be covered. उनकी when they hail a taxi or they hail a bike ride, they can choose to add insurance on. And this is all digital, nothing else required. And क्योंकि देखिए digital technology हमें कहाँ पे ले गई है कि we can verify the claims, क्योंकि आपकी जो जियो मैप होता है उस पर we can see कि yes, this person was on a ride, they were on the job, और खुदा ना खास्ता कोई एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, उसमें हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन कवर है, उसमें हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन कैश भी इंक्लूडेड है, एक्सीडेंटल कवर भी इंक्लूडेड है, डिसेबिलिटी कवर भी इंक्लूडेड है, and we pay out straight away. So, and it's a great partnership that we have with these rider companies such as Foodpanda and Bike, and we intend to grow it. And similarly, we have launched, and we need to progress this a bit more, product line for our freelancers, the digital freelancers. It's our youth, they're very young, their needs are very different to corporate workers like us. So उनके लिए भी एक different product line launch की है, which we have to popularize a bit more and make them aware of the benefits of it.
अच्छा, आप एक्चुअरी भी हैं. अब मैं अगर पूछना चाहूँ, क्योंकि उसमें फ्यूचर को प्रिडिक्ट किया जाता है या फाइनेंशियल रिस्क को कैलकुलेट किया जाता है, पाकिस्तान को 3 मेजर रिस्क आप कौन से समझते हैं अभी?
All we need is a little bit of stability, and I think stability is the most important thing, because we all must appreciate the skill level that Pakistanis have. It's the same Pakistanis who go abroad and achieve great things. We give them that same level of stability in this country, we'll achieve great things over here.